Hey, it's only me. Again. Oh, you're probably wondering why am I behind this? Well, in the last video I didn't want to explain too much because I wanted to do something while it was still fresh in my head. But I have been a little bit poorly the past couple of days, and I'll explain in this video. I did do an update. That was like my coming back video. But if you haven't seen this video and this, I can just explain a little bit more. On the 29th of September, I went into hospital for a major surgery. It was meant to have lasted 2.5 hours. I went down for surgery at 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't come back on the ward till 4:10 that afternoon. I was only meant to have had laparoscopic surgery. Basically, it's keyhole surgery on my stomach, and what that entailed was I now have just a little bit bigger than that. That's the size of my stomach now. Because I had a massive stomach and I needed to reduce it. So when they performed the operation, they had a few little snags. They had to change my breathing tube because it was too thick, and they said I was struggling to breathe. So they put a smaller one through my nose and it went right down my throat. I also had a couple of trapped nerves in my stomach, so they had to untangle them, which took a while, and then they had to put some dye in to see if there was any leaks, so that's why it took all that amount of time. Then when I come out of it, I was struggling to breathe, so they gave me some oxygen, and about an hour after that they put me down to the ward, which was eventually 4:10. I still had the tube down me, and it was making me vomit, and all I was having to have was sips of water, and that was an ordeal in itself with this tube. But I had to have the oxygen, they had to keep me under observation and stuff like that. So once the tube come out, I was a little bit better, and then they said to me, right, you need to get out of bed. Now I was in agony, I couldn't get out of bed, so I said to them, if you can get me to the chair or let me go to the toilet, be alright. So I started little steps, and they said, oh, with this surgery you'll be out by Wednesday. But I had to start everything over again, and I had to walk little steps. I had to do the sips of water, add sips of juice, a little bit of soup. Wasn't really into the yogurt. I struggled with the bathing, which sounds really stupid, but I've got an amazing partner that helps me do all stuff like that at home. I had to have a physio come to me and see me, and the physio wasn't really any help. So they said, oh, you going home today on the Wednesday? I said, do you think I'm going home like that? Got up out my chair and blacked out. And they went, well, you need to stay in another night then. All because I was dizzy and I collapsed and passed out. So on the Thursday morning when I did come home, wasn't myself at all. Struggling in and out of bed. I ended up sleeping on the chair for 4 days with pillows round me because I was just in that absolute pain and agony. Then they said to me on the day you come out, oh, your clips need to be taken out 10 days after. Goes to walk-in. We have a walk-in centre here in the UK. If you're not really into doctors and you don't have to go to the hospital. There's you can go to this walk-in centre. So we goes there on the Wednesday, and they said, "There's no way I'm taking your clips out." I went, "Why?" I said, "I've been told by the hospital you have to take them out." And he went, "No. Leave them at least another 4 days. You should be okay." So I was going, "All right, okay." Still in pain, still in agony. Then he told me I have to have iron. So I was taking iron medicine because I can't take tablets. I still can't take tablets now. And they said, stop the iron. It's not doing any good for your body. So, stop the iron. And when I stopped the iron, I had to stop the other a couple of other tablets as well because I wasn't myself. And then a couple of days after that, I noticed something wasn't right, and I started losing blood, and lots of it. I know it's all gory, but this is basically what's going on. We're now 12 days into that, and I'm still the same. The doctor said, "Oh, you'll be alright, you'll be alright." And I'm like, it's 12 days. They went, "Oh, you'll be alright." So, leave that as that. So when I go on I've got to go back to, I've been backwards and forwards to doctors and they're not freaking helping me, which is so stupid. So, then, I think it was not last Sunday, but the Sunday before, I had to go back to the walk-in centre to have my clips taken out. And it was just mental. One of the holes, they've took all the clips out, and they've still left me with one of them that's still got a hole in it, because Tori decided she wanted to change the dress and she noticed the hole. And the reason why I'm still in bed is because I'm still in pain. I'm taking paracetamol, I'm still taking codeine. I've got to take vitamins for the rest of my life, and I still just feel yucky. And on another note, the eating is terrible. I can drink about 1.5 litres of water a day. So the fluid end isn't too bad. It's the food. Like, we're on our 4th week, right? I'm meant to be eating stuff like cottage pie, shepherd's pie, and I can't eat anything like that at all. I can have quavers, because all I do with the quavers is I stick it in my mouth and melt it. So I'm fine with a packet of Quavers. I'm fine with a packet of like Stips because they melt in my mouth. I have on a daily basis. This is my usual diet, or what I usually eat. Over breakfast, I was eating 3 mouthfuls of banana Weetabix. I can't not even stomach Weetabix now, so I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't like certain yogurts. The only yogurt I will eat is raspberry yogurt, and I have like a quarter of a yogurt. So that'll be my breakfast. Can't even eat bread. I just don't feel like bread at all. Soups, I'm fine. I'm brilliant with soups. Near enough any type of soup. But it's been easy just doing. We have over here in the UK, I don't know if America or Australia have them. They've got all the Otto cubes, and you can they come in like beef, lamb, chicken, and vegetable. Then I stick one of them in a cup and pour it with water, and I have that, and that makes me all right. But I can't. When I have my food blended, it makes me not. I'm sick. I just don't like it being blended. So for the past 2 days, I have been lucky to being able to eat something. And maybe it's because like with the cottage pie and the shepherd's pie and stuff like that, it's got beef in it. It makes me sick with the beef. So I like quiche. I know sounds really weird, and I'm like 4 weeks down, but if I have a slice of quiche, whether it's cheese and onion or cheese and tomato or quiche Lorraine, as long as I eat it like little bites and that, just a slice of that, like a nice slice of that, would do me, and I feel alright with that. But if I eat like a fish pie or anything like that, I'm sick. So like what I'm basically trying to say, my taste buds are changing from what it used to be. Like I still like my soups. I like my Chinese soups. I'll go the chippy for a sweet corn soup. Now, I used to hate sweet corn. I love sweet corn now. It's a mental. And like, and yesterday I did have had 2. Instead of not, it's like fish fingers, but in the middle it was chicken. It was chicken breaded fingers. So I had 2 small ones of them, and I was okay. But other than that, I can't really eat anything else. So that's what my diet's like, and like I know, like you're probably going, oh, what's she talking about this for? Like, it's totally stupid. Like, to be honest, before I done all this, I was eating anything and everything, and at one time I was 25 stone. I got weighed the other day. I'm 16 stone something. I think it was 16.5. So from 25 stone to 16 stone, that's a lot. That's 9 stone I've lost in over a year. That's 9 stone. Now, some people will like go, like I've lost, in a month, I've lost like 3 stone in a month, because since the surgery, I've lost 3 stone. So, at least, this is the thing, I respect people, like, if they don't want to do stuff like this. Like, if they don't want to go through what I've gone through, but I had to do this because I needed to change for myself. Because I was told by the doctors if I didn't do it, if I didn't have the surgery, I'd be dead. Now, because I've had the surgery, since I've had the surgery, I've lost over 3 stone, and that's in a month. So, the way I could be carrying on and eating right, I'd be healthy. And if you don't agree with the route I've done by the surgery, then at the end of the day, that's your opinion. My opinion is I've done this for me. I've done this for my 6-year-old daughter Tori, who I don't usually talk about, and I've also done this for my partner Peter as well. They're the 3 main people I've done this for. I haven't just done this for myself. I've done this because I want to be able to have a life. I want to be able to get married. I want to be able to play games with Tori. I want to be able to be a mum to her. And like, at 25 stone, I wasn't going to be a mum to her. I was going to be in a box. So, that's the way I look at it. I know it's probably harsh to use, but that's the way I look at things. I know this video's gone on long enough. It's just, I've explained everything what happened to me since the 29th of September. Yeah, I am in bed, but I need to rest. So, I don't know what else to say. I've just put my opinions across. I've just told you what's going on. Like, the other reason why I'm doing this is because people think I'm bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. If I want to, I should show you me freaking scars. See, look, I have they're from the operation itself, where they've put the needle in me, and I've got one that side. I'm gone, yeah. There. I've had my stomach, I've got all sorts of wounds. In fact, I will show you one of them now. Right. Hang on. Can we do it? I think there it is there. That's one of the scars. Now I have 6 of them in total. So, there's not for bullshitting you. So, anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave yous, and please stay gaudy and have unpleasant dreams. And also, there will be times that I won't be doing videos, but I will still be around. But there will be one day where, I know a lot of people have said this, and I'm gonna say it as well, where I'm not gonna have the heart to do anything like this. Like right now, I want to do more videos, but it's just what happened to me and that's stopping me. That's the reason. So, that's the only reason. Like, do you know, since my surgery, Peter has non-stop bought Blu-rays and steelbooks for me. I know you saw the one with Nosferatu. I think I've had about 5 or 6 DVDs, Blu-rays, and I had a DVD bought for me. So, eventually, you will get to see them. But as for right now, I'm going back to bed because I need some sleep. So, anyway, as I'm going to say again, stay gaudy and have unpleasant dreams. Ta-ta for now.